I am so excited to be able to talk to you about my new group coaching program called Surviving to Thriving. Are you at a point in your life where you feel like everything on paper is going really well, but something is lacking and you're not quite sure what? Maybe you have confidence issues. Maybe you're having problems in your relationship. Maybe you're just having difficulties in areas of your life, or that it's just not quite living up to how you wanted it to be. If this feels like you, then you are in the right place. I've put together a 6 week group coaching program, which is going to address all aspects of your life and will have you at the end of it feeling more confident, more happy, but crucially, really understanding yourself a lot better and understanding your strengths, your difficulties, what might be holding you back, and what you need to be working harder on or working towards in order to get the life that you really truly deserve. A lot of my clients are mums. They're not exclusively, but a lot of them are. And so a lot of the work that we do is around breaking the cycle for yourself, but also breaking the cycle for your children. So any past difficulties that you have experienced, we make sure that they end here, and they're not for our children to be carrying on in the years and generations to come. So, the program is broken down into 6 different modules. The first module that we look at is goals. Now, goals is a really important place to start. This is where we have a think about where you are now and where you want to be. This can be in any aspect that you want. There are no limitations on this at all. This can be in terms of family life. This can be in terms of confidence and happiness. It could be in terms of work, training, travel, social, like literally financial, literally wherever you want it to be. So we have a think about where you thought your life was going to be, where it is, and then where you want it to be. That really sets the scene for all of the work that follows now, because now we have an idea, you have an idea now of where you want to go, what you want the work to look like. Next, we have a look at family history and childhood stories. Now, this is really important. This is a little bit psychodynamic. This is where we go back and we have a look at your early experiences of family life, your early experiences of love, and really what messages you received as a child growing up. Now, this, as I say, this is really important because this isn't about having had some terrible traumatic childhood. It's not about that. This is about just understanding how we received messages of love, and how we love ourselves now as adults, how we treat ourselves, how we talk to ourselves, and what we expect for ourselves. We go into this in a lot more detail, and this is important to understanding the goals, where we are now, where we think we deserve to be, and all of the messages that we received as a child or as a young person growing up really feed into this. Module 3 then carries on. What I love about this program, why I feel so passionately about this program, is because all of the modules work really well together. So even though each week has got a different outcome, they all blend together, and I've put them together in this order for very specific reason. So when we come on now to having a look at the inner work, which is confidence, mindset, self-worth, we're really now understanding what those childhood stories were, how we were valued growing up, how we received love, how we were spoken to, But, thinking about the family work, that family work is about how also other people interacted in the family. It's about how you saw people resolving conflict. How did your parents resolve conflict? What happened to you when you did something that was wrong? What happened when you did something right? All of those messages feed into how we view ourselves now as adults, and whether or not we show up confident, whether we have good self-esteem, whether we have a growth mindset or a fixed mindset. All absolutely important and fundamental, coming back to module 1, to what you want to get out of life, how you want your life to be, what goals and aspirations you have for yourself, and whether or not fundamentally you think you deserve them. Module 4, we come on to and we have a think about communication. So, all of these modules I feel so passionately about, but communication is one that I feel really strongly about, because communication is not just about how we talk and how we listen. It's also about how we talk to ourselves, and how we speak to our children, how we then communicate in our family. And this is a bit where it gets really interesting, I think. What are our children learning from us? So all of that work that we've done on what we have learned as children growing up, what we carry forward into our adult life, how we speak to our partners, how we speak to our children, how we speak to ourselves, and what are our children learning? It's incredible. It's incredible what we don't always realise we are doing. Like, most of us know what we're doing most of the time, but actually you don't know what you don't know. And so having the opportunity to really examine that is wonderful. Next, we come on to tribes and influencers. So tribes and influencers are the people that we hang around with the most. And essentially, are they good for us or are they negative? So who are the people? Then it's not always who you think. This is what's really interesting. It's not always who you think. Who are the people that really support you, who encourage you, who you go to for advice, who you share your wins with, who you go to when you're feeling down? Who are the people that absolutely love you unconditionally? And who are the ones that are energy vampires, who are always down, who are always negative, who live in drama, who tell you that you're mad if you want to do anything exciting or different, always try to burst your bubble. And we think about this in terms of friends, family, work colleagues. As I said, it's not always the people that are most obvious, but it is the people who you spend the most amount of time with. So we examine that in detail, and that's a real eye-opener to see actually who does have your back, who supports you, and who are the ones, and this is often the case, to be honest, the people that should be supporting you the most sometimes are the ones that really let you down. So we examine that in a bit more detail. And then finally, we come on to self-care and doing what makes you happy. So here we're tying it all together. We've got your goals. We've got your mindset, your confidence, your self-esteem. We understand where those niggling voices come from. We understand what's been going on, what we're teaching our children. And now it's about prioritizing yourself and doing what makes you happy. And why aren't you doing the things that make you happy? We have other people to prioritise. We have other things that we need to be doing, but we always need to be making time for ourselves. So here we have a think about what are we teaching our children? Are we teaching our children that everybody else is important and not ourselves? Or are we teaching their children that, we need to look after ourselves, and we need to care for ourselves, and we need to respect ourselves, and we need to do things that make us smile and make us happy? So that is it. That is my 6-week group coaching program. As you can tell by the look on my face, I'm so excited about it. I absolutely love I love my work. I've got the best job in the world. I help women like you, like me, to live the life that you truly deserve. It doesn't have to be rocket science, it doesn't need to be mind blowing, but it does need to be informative, it does need to be helpful, and it does need to be supportive. So, how does it work? Well, we are going to be meeting together. So it's a combination of work that you do at home and then meeting together in a live Q&A call once a week. I will be sending you each module every week, which will be a combination of short videos and worksheets that you'll do, as I say, in your own time. And then you will join me and your group peers on a live Zoom Q&A where you will get the opportunity to go through any questions that you've got, go through any great ahas, share any stories, ask for some advice. We will also have a Facebook group, so you can chat amongst yourselves in the Facebook group, and you can ask me any questions in the Facebook group. And if there's anything that you want me to lead with or any specific questions that you want me to have a think about before the live Q&A, then you can message me in there and let me know. The price of the group at the moment is going to be launching at the special price of £347. This is a special launch price because we are kicking off with the beta group in November. £347, which you will be able to pay if you prefer in 3 instalments of £120, which is £360. That is my special gift to you as an end to a shitty year for some, to make sure that you get to go into 2021 owning it like the boss that you are. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. I'll be happy to answer any questions at all that you might have. And I want everybody to be happy in life and love. And I want you to be living the life that you deserve. So don't hesitate. Get yourself booked on the course, and I look forward to seeing you soon.